welcome back to my channel. Yo, I'm a little bit wild right now, just don't mind it. But we are actually going to tell y'all part 2 of the story. I guess y'all get a little fit check. So we have the Stitch I Tried blue shirt from Walmart. We have the purple Stitch sweats from JCPenney. Then we got Adidas. Yeah, there's your fit. Okay, I need to turn my fan. It's a little bit hot in here right now. But, okay, so here we go. Part 2. I know this one may seem a little bit more chaotic of this story just because this one was like really bad. From out of all my years, this was probably one of the pretty bad years, okay? But it gets worse up after this year, okay? After this one, too. So that what makes it worse. Yeah. So we are sophomore now in this story, okay? So that summer, I was kind of stupid, you know. Not really, I wasn't stupid. I just probably could have done better decisions, okay? Let's just put it that way. Every teenager had dumb years. So, but this year, at school, I said, okay, I'm gonna actually try and make myself not get talked about, not get bullied, you know, all this stuff. This also is the year I started talking to the guy I am with now more, which is like a good thing. Oh no, but also it's a little bit funny because I actually grew a crush on him. Yeah, so I stopped having a crush on that other guy, that white guy, we're gonna call him, and I started crushing on him that I am with now. Yeah, and I've had the crush for, does that tell you how long I've liked him? Since my sophomore year, guys, I've liked him. Yeah, I know. Took him a while. We don't know. But, anyway. The first week of school was normal, right? I was getting asked these questions in like some of my classes. How are you doing? How you feel? And I put something I said one time because I was depressed. And I don't know how my teachers did not even notice it, but I literally put, and for one of the classes, I put like something depressing. I don't remember what it was, but I just remember it was like something very not me, how I am. Because I'm that cheerful, happy person that everyone thinks of. You would never think anything's wrong with me. So, because of that, a lot of my teachers did not even notice. A lot of teachers didn't notice. So, because of it, it was a bit weird. When they thought it was out of the blue when they found out that I overdosed. Yeah, this is the year I decided to overdose. I tried killing myself. And this wasn't the first attempt of me trying to overdose. This was like the second or third time. But I actually almost succeeded this time. So, the worst part is, I was so stupid and have let my friend be over that night when I did it. If I didn't do it, that with her there, I probably would have actually gone through with it. Nothing would have happened. I would have been normal. No one would have known. And it probably would have actually worked. I know, crazy, right? Crazy to think about. I know. But I'm kind of glad it didn't, no? But, yeah. So because of this, I did this in August. I didn't go back to school until November. I was out for almost a whole semester of school. I was in school for maybe 2 weeks. Yeah, I was in school for 2 weeks, basically. Then I went from, basically, because I was at home doing school, basically. Then I went to the hospital for a day or two, for original hospital. Then I went to a mental hospital for a week. Then I was at this outpatient place until Halloween. It was on Halloween day, I think I left. I know, crazy to think about. It was Halloween when I was released from this place and everything. I still have something from them. Let me show you. So, y'all, we made these because I do have anxiety, guys. We made these glitter little jar things. It had, and the water, because of it just basically was hot water with glue and glitter. I don't even know if this can come off. Like, I've tried for years. But when this all goes back down, the water is pink. I think because of all the sparkles and everything. But, like, I still have it. And I used to bring that after I got out, I would bring that to school with me almost every day. Every day. No, it was for a good 2 months I brought that to school. I think. Maybe a little bit longer. So, yeah, I brought that with me almost every day. No one knew but one teacher. One teacher knew. Like, there's teachers I knew about it. Like, they didn't say anything because I have ADHD. So they think, oh, it's just something so she stays focused. Other teachers knew, oh, it's probably because there's only like one teacher, I think, my orchestra teachers, would be like, oh, what's wrong? One of them knew. And it was like, what's wrong? Like, you can talk to me. Like, I know this is for anxiety, right? Because she had anxiety, so she knew what it was for. So, yeah, she knew, and she would be like, do you need to talk about it? What's wrong? Like, is there anything I can do for you? Like, she'd go, do you need to go get water? Is there anything, like, because this was at a time after I had to go, started to have me go in person for school, because we thought it was going to be better for me, because, like, we thought the main reason why I was the way I was because I was stuck at home and I wasn't able to interact with anyone, really. So my parents were like, okay, if they're going to have the option of going to school all the time, you can. Because I was able to, because I was in special education. I was allowed to go every day before they had when you're allowed to go every day. You still had to be like 6 feet apart and all this other stuff, right? It was so irritating at times. But, like, I got there trying to make us be safe, but we were learning. And because if we were 6 feet apart, we were allowed to take our mask off. I know. Don't ask why I know this. I just knew. Because in classes, they didn't really say anything. But if you're walking in hallways, you had to, because hallways are always crowded no matter what, you had to have them on. But like during lunches and stuff like that, you didn't have to. So, this was the year me and my current boyfriend started having lunch almost like every other day because of the how you have A classes and B classes. I remember it was on our A days, we had lunch together. And I would try staying near him every time. Don't tell me why I did this. I don't know why I did this and all, but I just remember going, I need to find a way to be near him, because I want to see him without his mask. Because I didn't know. It was like, because I didn't really go on social media much then, just because like I was going through a lot. I remember doing this one thing, y'all. It's crazy. So you remember how you have to, remember that one trend where you go, oh, what's 5 things you like about me, 4 things you love, 3 things I look good in, 2 things I say like, and 1 thing you change about me. It was all this stuff, right? I did this one day when it wasn't a day we didn't have lunch together. He had the last lunch, I had the first lunch on this day, right? And it was like 30 or 40 minutes before we had to go to our next class. When I did this, oh my gosh, I started blushing. Well, you couldn't tell I was blushing because we had masks. I know I was blushing because I was like, oh my gosh, no, he did not just say this. Because, like, I thought he looked cute then. What was I thinking then? Nah. I don't know, because I did it on Snapchat because I had him on Snap. I go, so I want to do this trend, but I don't know if I can do it. He goes, do what trend? You can try it. And I go, really? Okay. And I did it. Because we used to snap each other all the time, so it didn't look weird. Or anything like that. So I was like, okay, why not? And I did it, and I was so shocked, y'all. It's crazy. I was still getting talked about, though. But I didn't really care any at this, because, like, I was struggling in school. So I was and I started my first job also this year. In this year, right? The job I'm at still right now. That I'm fixing to be leaving. I'll let y'all know about that eventually. But, yeah, basically, he was a very supportive friend. Like, he worked at a different job at the time, and so he was turning 18 at the time, and he invited me to his birthday party. I was like, okay, yeah, I'll go, whatever, not a big deal to me. I didn't have work that. I requested the day off, actually. I think it was. I requested that day off, and I was like, oh, I just have I'm going to a friend's party, I have to go to it and everything. But no one knew. I was going to my crush's 18th birthday party when I first met his older sister. His whole family, basically. Like, I met his older sister. I didn't see his younger sister, though. Or his brother, but I saw his mom. And yeah, so it was kind of funny to me. Because he was a junior at this time. I know, right? And so there was a lot of things going on at the job. Because he had worked at a job that was very dangerously. There was fights, there was people shooting, having guns and shooting. It was all crazy stuff. And I'm like, you need to just find a new job. He's like, I'm trying, but like I can't just up and leave because I still need to make money. I'm thinking, you need to be safe over making money at this moment. And because me and him were technically in the talking, but it was a confusing stage, okay? And I started my first job around then, right? And he would come up there and go, you look like my friend named Ashley. I go, it's because I am your friend, Ashley. Like, the hell? Who you? What? I was 16. No, I was 17 now at this point. Because I started when I was 17, my job. So, yeah, I was like 17. And I'm over here like, because I am your friend, Ashley. The hell? Like, I got to the point where I was blunt. And he's like, oh, how you been, friend? And he would be so dramatic about it. But, like, I was failing a lot of my I was failing very badly. So I had orchestra. I was passing very easily. There was yearbook. I was barely making it to where I could actually like pass for the year. Like if it weren't for that teacher to say if you do good all this semester, I'll change for like my second semester. If you do good all this semester, I'll change the grades back from the first semester, so it makes it to where you pass for the year. And I'm like, okay, yeah, whatever, because I was struggling. Like I hella struggled. Not gonna lie, I hella struggled. There's no way I did not. And so it was hard as hell to do. So I was out here like, so we gonna do this or what? History, I've always struggled in it, but this year it was a different type of struggle. Like because I was out for like forever. I had changed. I had went from this teacher to this teacher. Then that teacher left, and then we had a sub, and then that sub wasn't there. Then we got this new teacher. So I was just like hella struggling because of history. And math, I actually did well in. A lot of people say they struggle in geometry and everything. Me, I was making straight hundreds in that class. I'm not even playing you, y'all. I made straight hundreds. I'm just like, I'm not complaining. I really wasn't. Then I had this other English class. I had 2 English classes that year. Yeah. The second one, that was really easy. First one, I remember doing pretty well. Yeah. And then science, yeah. It was easy, I guess. But like I was struggling. Because I think no one thought I was going to school because I was not posting on social media a lot. Secondly, I was also not at school for like almost a whole semester. So everyone thought I was gone. So no one talked about me. No one said anything for the only year no one said anything. It was crazy, and I was like, okay, I'm not complaining about it, but like, who's gonna say something? It's what I kept thinking. So yeah, and then that year ended. So I will come back for part 3, which will probably be posted very soon, right after this one. Bye, y'all.